Hello, dear viewers, listeners to the Community Podcast 2025, all the way from Civ Legacy Foundation. My name is Catherine Motesi Mogabo. I'm delighted to be bringing you a very wonderful guest in the studio, talking and sharing about his experience with generosity as a concept, but also his lived realities on that topic. So, without me holding back who it is, my guest is called commonly known as DK. DK, what is this DK? So tell us about yourself. DK means what? Dixon and Kabanda, or so tell us your name, perhaps your childhood memory of generosity,
Okay.
and where you practice generosity.
Thank you very much, Kathy.
Mhm.
DK, Daniel Edward Kabanda Kabonga Chagambidwa.
Oh, those in DK.
Yes.
Okay.
The E is silent,
Mm-hmm.
so I remain with DK,
Mm-hmm.
which will be easier to pronounce.
Okay.
Yes. Daniel. What do I say?
Mm-hmm. Your childhood memory.
I've lived generosity,
Okay.
both inward and outward.
Mm.
I've been a product of generosity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of the reasons I give, I donate,
Okay.
I volunteer,
Okay.
I offer.
Okay.
Yes. Generosity at first I thought it's basically money.
Mm-hmm.
That if I give money,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. So at one point I realized that I don't have money,
Okay.
but I needed to give something.
Mm-hmm.
I wished to give something.
Okay.
I longed to give something.
Okay.
So a reverend father, Lugemwa, approached me.
Mm-hmm.
Said, Dan, I have a school in Masaka. We don't have money. We're fundraising. It's just beginning.
Mm-hmm.
2 blocks. I need volunteers.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, what kind of volunteers?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have money. He's like, no, you come.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the school and started building.
As in physical.
Physical.
Okay.
There were, of course, there were builders there, but
Mm.
cement here, soil here, mix this, offer this.
Mm.
Then later on, we'd sit under campfire. He would give us stories of helping, of volunteering. Does
Wow.
not necessarily mean money.
Okay.
Kind of your time, your skills, your experiences, things like that.
Okay.
So around the campfire, we shared a lot among ourselves
Okay.
and the children.
Okay.
Since then, we do a quarterly visit to that school.
Okay.
Uganda Rural Fund. It has grown. It is the only school in that area. It's on Masaka Road.
Okay.
As you go to Mbarara, there's a town called Chetume. After that,
the school is called Uganda Rural Fund.
No, Hope Primary School.
Hope Primary School.
But there's a number, and a fund called Uganda Rural Fund.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay.
Later on, years later, a call for volunteers came in with a girls' NGO,
Okay.
CSO,
Okay.
and they wanted volunteers. I still offered myself.
Okay. Wow.
I was like, yes, what can I do? Talk to the girls in school, in secondary school and primary school about sexual and reproductive health issues,
Okay.
about career guidance, transitioning, and those who have dropped out of school, majorly because of pregnancy, teenage pregnancies, or early marriages. So that was we go to the field, communities, talk to them, as and when called.
Okay.
That is.
It's interesting
Simply.
that you're volunteering in sexual reproductive health
Yeah.
when you're a man, a male figure. How does that go? Because the
It
community
was
is looking at...
First, I still believe that we are an ecosystem.
Okay.
The issues that we are tackling do not affect only the girl child.
Okay.
For us to have a lasting, sustainable solution that will help both the girl and the boy is to engage both parties.
Okay.
For example, I need to be cautious and aware that a girl goes through menstrual period. And when it happens, she needs the support.
As a boy?
As a boy. I don't have to laugh. I need to deal with that stigma. So my role is to create awareness with the fellow men, boys. But yes, this is normal. It happens and they need to be supported. If they cannot afford the pads and other facilities, in case there's miss school, when they return, help to patch them up.
Okay.
Help to teach, guide them in studies, and don't stigmatize them. It's not their issue. This cuts across on other issues as well that affect, because that way, sometimes when you grow up in issues of domestic violence, it is the men who are the perpetrators. And for us to fight domestic violence, we need to bring the men on board.
And catch them young, preferably.
Exactly. So that is my school of thought.
Okay.
That let's engage each other. Let's do this.
Okay.
Over time, because when I was growing up, I saw my parents live this life.
Okay.
In church, outside church, communities. Like, my dad had a saying, use me or lose me.
Oh.
Use me.
Say more.
Or lose me. So I picked it up. Wherever there's an opportunity to serve, when I don't have the money, I offer my time. When I don't have them, when I have the time, and when I have the money, I don't have the time, I give the money.
Wow. So the me is encompassing of not only your treasure, it's encompassing of your time, of your skills. So when he says, use me or lose me, it's a really loaded statement.
It is. It is.
Okay. And you've talked about you've physically offered your experience, your time to support, whether it's schools, every time you're called upon. When we're at Civ Legacy, we usually talk about the 3 T's.
Okay.
Time, talent, and of course the obvious treasure. So when you think about I call them learners or young people.
Learners.
Yeah, learners.
Yes.
In schools. I think you're mainly in the area of sexual reproductive health and rights.
Yes. And career guidance and peer mentoring.
Oh,
yes.
Career guidance and mentoring.
Yeah.
So that means that you are actually not only preventing school dropout and either helping young people to get back into schools, you're raising responsible young people, but you're also at the same time guiding them. So you are, if it was a spectrum, like you're trying to address the entire spectrum through your voluntary work.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because not all the time we shall have the money.
True.
And oftentimes people hold back. I don't have money.
Yes. Oh, the misconception.
I don't have money. Later in life, there's a friend of mine, may also rest in peace. She never had money because she never worked. But she was the one who always came up first.
Wow.
Openly and said, I don't have money, but give me a role. I'll support with this, with this, with this, with this.
Yeah.
That I was so touched.
Yeah.
So that also helped me to now consolidate my thought and it's not about money. No, it's not about money.
It's about availability.
Exactly. Offer what you can.
Offer what you can.
These are non-cash contributions.
Okay.
That because time is immeasurable, you cannot equate. You cannot measure time in terms of money. You cannot compare.
Yes, that's true.
I can offer my long period of time, and if I chose to monetize it, honestly,
it might become actually a lot more contribution. So when you emphasize the aspect of in-kind contribution, especially when you talk about voluntarism,
yes,
and our young people, we are the second youngest nation in the world, and our young people volunteer the most. Not just young people, of course, many times they can be taken for granted. being less experienced in certain things,
Okay.
but they bring experience that some of us don't also have, especially when you think about social media. And it reminds me of one of the conversations we had at the symposium, during the symposium week, about the voluntary policy, enacting that so that we stop exploiting. Because one of the questions is, at what point does voluntarism become
Exploitative.
Yes.
True. It borders. I agree. It borders exploitation because, one, we don't value volunteerism. And when someone offers their time, we perceive it as idle. They are free.
Young people are mainly free.
Free.
We are the ones who are busy.
They're energetic. They can do this. They don't need the money. They don't have responsibilities.
Oh dear. Okay.
Okay? Yet, they are giving you their time. They don't quantify it, much as they're not aware that it might be quantified. But you need them. And perhaps they are cultivating this life. They're cultivating this idea. They're cultivating this way of giving back, generosity. They're like, you know what, let us do it. But because we don't look at it that way, us, the adults, so sometimes they feel overburdened. So over time, they're exploited. You find them running here, to the point of running personal errands of the elders. Over the weekend, because they are not married, they don't have children, you say, as you come in to bring that document, pass by the market.
Multitasking.
True. Unconsciously, you're exploiting them. They would have given their time somewhere else. They would have used for their social life.
Yeah.
Things like that.
So they're actually giving up something. In fact, when you speak that, you remind me that in addition to their time, they are offering us an opportunity, especially us grown-ups, like my 6-year-old calls us. They offer us grown-ups an opportunity to mentor. Yeah. So, and yet we never see that gift extended to us because we always think it's us who are extending, who are training, who are passing on skills. But young people, in essence, they're extending my lease.
Actually, we feel that we are all giving them, we are doing them a favor. That, let me do it for you in my house. You don't have anything, so let me do this. Yet, the person, the young person, the teenager, the Gen Z, probably they want to add it on their CV as a volunteer. They want to gain experience. They want to learn from you. So they need to weave that and narrow down that gap.
Yeah. So it's very powerful what you're saying. And one of the things that I'm walking out of this conversation, out of the many things I'm walking away with, is the opportunity to, first of all, not to exploit young people because of the thin line that can there come in, but also the opportunity that if they're giving us a chance to train them, if they add it on their CV, you've built, you've created to enhancing. I will not say building because there's always something, but you've contributed to enhancing an existing capacity or a talent that is already there.
True.
So thank you so much for Father. When we say Father, who
was
Father
John Mary Lugemwa.
Father John Mary Lugemwa. Oyagala muwerezayo kubaka okumwebaza nti yakuwa time and he recognized your experience and he deployed it. And I know that it has, because I know you still volunteer even even within
actually
the
we're there. He's been around last month. So we went there. Actually, still, when we go there, we're like, no, send me a spade. Send me a wheelbarrow. Yeah, put on the gloves.
So he's transferring skills, he's transferring a lifestyle, and this builds resilience.
Exactly.
So they build resilience. So we really do appreciate the elders that do appreciate, grown-ups, I will call them, that do appreciate this gift of time from young people. And may we be gracious not to exploit and to compensate them, even if it's in other ways. If we can, but also to recognize it as a resource in its own right.
Recognize it as a resource, compensation in terms of mentoring, and opening up platforms, opportunities where they can grow in case we don't have money. If you have money, give them the money. Yeah, those three things will do well.
Okay.
Will do well. It will encourage.
It will encourage.
It will encourage you.
After all, we are the second youngest nation. Definitely. We have to build. And one of the ways we build is by actually utilizing their willingness, their time, their energy, and not taking it for granted, but also realizing it's an opportunity for us to be able to transfer skills, to be able to multiply ourselves, because it's also required of us to multiply ourselves. So if you're there and being like a Dead Sea, like for you, everything, sits with you alone. Yeah. It's not a cool thing. So thank you, young people who are giving us the gift of voluntarism to be able to allow us to transfer skills, to give us the opportunity to be able to multiply ourselves. And so, my fellow grown-ups, do we copy? Any parting shots from you, DK? Kabanda Daniel.
Daniel Edward Kabanda Kabonga Chagambidwa.
Banange.
Number one, I'll make them brief. Thank you for the space. Thank you for giving us or giving me the platform to amplify these voices. Thank you for offering opportunities for the many young children out there who desire to grow, who desire to learn, who desire to skill themselves. And this continuous sensitization awareness to show that, you know what, you are appreciated, you are generous, you are a giver, you're in the community. We share this together. Let us build together because these are our core people, these are our communities, and we are givers. Naturally, we are givers as Ugandans.
True.
We are givers, but let's not exploit them. Use me or
lose you. And by the way, without me forgetting and without me losing DK, thank you, and even to our previous speakers, because you have volunteered and offered us the gifts. You've shared your stories, your contributions for free. No one has been paid.
Yeah.
So we do appreciate that voluntarism.
You're welcome.
It's perhaps at a different generation, grown ups a bit, but we still do appreciate that you are sharing, because this is information that we are documenting and it will be there for reference. So if there are any grown-ups or even young kids that have been only looking for money, especially young people, because every time they are given voluntary opportunity, they're like, no, but where is the money? So you reminded us that it's not just the money. Sometimes the money will not be there, but that every time you're given an opportunity, let's use it and not
lose it.
Asante sana.